I just got off the phone with Elijah Hauscher, affiliated with the Office of Judicial Affairs at Daytona State College, and it does not look good. It does not look good one bit. He explained to me that the appealing committee appointed by outside the judicial affairs process, but still associated with Daytona State College. So it's still associated with the very college that the judicial affairs is a part of. I mean, isn't the purpose of having a committee hearing or having a committee to remain impartial? I mean, that's what they say. It's kind of hard to remain impartial if the college is also the very committee that's going to decide either to uphold or overturn the verdict that they came to, the decision that judicial affairs came to, or campus safety, to be judge, jury, and executioner. Might as well just stick with the decision they came to, and we can be on our way like high school. Just suspend me, and that's it. have no path of recourse. That's essentially. I mean, on paper, it's due process, but there's no due process. There's no due process. I can't go to court with from the very beginning. The whole process is a sham. I have no faith. It was smart of me. I did submit a police report pursuant to Florida Statute 748.048. If I do win the appeal, it's probably going to be because of that outside help from the police, that outside pressure. I can't rely on any of the internal mechanisms. It's a college versus me. Right now, I'm not even a part of the college. I'm an outsider. I can't rely on they proved their partiality towards themselves. I can't rely on those bastards any longer. The appealing committee. For one, they added 1.4, the code of conduct violation, which was the charge that of when Mr. Meshka, and I did submit a police report on last Friday about this, because it was cyber stalking. During the committee hearing, he admitted to Googling my name in hopes of finding something disturbing about me. He said a student, the justification was a student told him about my social media. No student told him about my social media. It was, for one, I was already restricted from the class, and for two, even if a student did tell him, what is there to tell? Disturbing. What? For one, even if it was disturbing, if it was a threat, it wasn't directed to a Daytona State College or any individual associated with Daytona State College. It's none of their business. Unless I directly threaten Daytona State College in any way, then there's nothing that concerns the campus, nothing that concerns campus safety. It wasn't a threat anyways. I already explained my intentions. As Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth, and life. No one comes to the Father except through me. I was explaining we both. I mean, it was a little cringeworthy, but that's the only thing I'm guilty of. Nothing criminal, nothing civil, nothing cringeworthy. I mean, this is a psychological issue, a selfish issue, I suppose, an egotistical issue. So I did press charges against them. I mean, if or I would like to press charges against them depending on how the police investigation goes, but this is clearly an act of cyber stalking. I mean, Googling my name, and I've suffered greatly from this. I'm suspended until July 4th, 2026. Yeah, I'm gonna get the police involved. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. It's completely absurd, silliness, beyond silliness, just silliness, childish. This is just childish. I don't know what to get. And little justification that I was alluding to for 1.4. Now they're saying they're leaving out the video completely. They're justifying it to the appealing committee. The judicial field, how they're justifying it to the appealing committee, it's saying it's an association with the inappropriate behavior on my student. The incident I had with another student, the inappropriate behavior charge, because I was freaked out. They were talking about beauty standards, etc., and I said you could lose a few pounds. I was obviously joking. I mean, if it's nothing to be taken serious. She reported me a week later, or her friend reported me a week, not even her friend reported me a week later saying about my speech. My speech was disturbing. It had nothing to do with that, with my physical demeanor or how I said it, with what I said. That's why I said that my defense was it's a First Amendment issue, or freedom of speech, and I was correct. So instead of dropping the charge, they added a new charge. So at least that's the defense that judicial affairs is saying. You can't win with these guys. These guys are just fucking assholes. They'll do anything to save their skins. I swear to God, these people, I guess, I'm done. I'm just done with this. I'm done with all of it. I'll just do what I can to to make a difference and expose their corruption, but I'm done with it. I'm done with it all. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. Oh my God! You know, the decision, Mr. House, Elijah House, during the second informational meeting, he told me because it was actually only two violations. The in class interfering with class lecture and the inappropriate behavior violation. There are actually two in class lectures, but that was for the same violation, 1.1. So 1.1 and 1.3. So I actually do not have the three violations that would need to proceed to a disciplinary committee hearing. And I have a theory, since I already had three charges, but it was only counted for two violations, 2 counts of one violation plus the extra violation for inappropriate behavior. My theory is what this is really about is they used that 1.4 charge, the justification, to proceed to a disciplinary committee hearing because it was already settled. The outcome of the informational meeting was that I have a mental health evaluation with Stuart Marshman, and I'm restricted from the history class, but I actually didn't mind. This guy clearly has problems with me. I was in fear of my safety at this point. Geez, now I have a justification for it. I think I'm definitely in fear of my safety now. I mean, this guy, Louis Mesco, I mean, it's completely ridiculous. He's a tool. I just want to talk about history. Why else would I be in a history class if I couldn't talk about history? Jeez Louise. Oh, my God. Well, I think I've vented enough, so thank you for that.